a little snow last night. What's up, guys? It's Colin here with Up North Outdoors. This video is just gonna be a little bit of talking. I have some stuff. Whoa, that's slippery. I have some stuff I want to talk to you guys about. So Bird, she needs a good washing. Pretty salty. Want your fries for that? No, but like I'll literally wash this thing with the offset. If the roads are any bit like wet or anything, if you've had a warm day, the sun's out, and the roads are a little bit wet, it'll just get like that in a second. But, so yeah. Yeah, hopefully the roads aren't too bad. Yeah, definitely have to clean this puppy out today, or this pigsty. What I'm actually doing right now is going to meet up with Murray in town, and then we're gonna take her car because the roads are probably a little sketchy for this two-wheel drive rig, down to see her. I need to fix my linkage too. But we're gonna go see some of her family that lives like half hour, 45 minutes out of town. And I figured I would talk to you guys in between. Either like I might talk more when I get back from this, or I might make the whole video now. I don't really know how this is gonna work, but yeah, I don't really. A lot of people like, you know, broom off their hoods and all that kind of stuff. Well, it kind of sucks to reach my hood, so I don't really do that. So I'm just throwing snow all over my windshield for the first mile or two when I drive it after it snows. Yeah, truck props and lazy props, I guess, too. I'm just gonna stop here for a minute before I hit the tar roads, because I'm probably gonna have to pay attention because it might be bad, and I don't want to be trying to vlog and die. So basically, I've got some good news and I've got some bad news. So we're gonna start with the good news. The good news is I've been talking to some people on some of like the lifted truck, or not lifted truck, like the OBS truck pages and stuff like that on Facebook. You guys are actually a huge help. I know a lot of you guys actually watch my videos too. I got a lot of comments, people saying they watch and love my videos, which is awesome. So shout out to all the OBS truck pages on Facebook. All you guys are awesome on them. But basically I asked them about my front drive shaft, because you know I was gonna do one of them high angle drive shafts, those custom ones that are like $1,500, and I don't know if $1,500 to spend right now, man. Maybe in a few weeks I will, but not right now. And I know there's a lot of guys that have 10+ inches of lift. I'm not the only one with this problem, and I know everyone hasn't spent $1,500 on high angle drive shafts. So I just made some posts, asked around, asked people what they did and what they recommended doing to theirs. I heard before that some people like would drop down their transfer case and like drop down like their transmission and crap, and I didn't want to do that because I wouldn't have any travel. But people recommended clocking my transfer case, and I had no idea what that was, so I had to ask around and I had to do a bunch of research. But basically what it does is you get this well, it's like called a clock ring, and they run anywhere from like 50 to 100 bucks. And what it does is it clocks your transfer case, so then it's the part where your drive shaft hooks up is basically lower, so then your drive shaft isn't, then it won't be binding at the transfer case. That's the problem I've had, if you guys are wondering. The problem I have is that my drive shaft right now binds at the transfer case. It binds up because it's too steep, but if you clock it, then it shouldn't bind anymore. Obviously I would have to do something with my cross member down there. I can either cut a piece out of it or drop it down or just fab up a whole new one, but that wouldn't really be an issue with the shop and everything. But yeah, so I'm seriously gonna be looking into clocking it. And then I also had some people tell me that an F350 if I had an F350 transfer case, an F350 drive shaft, I wouldn't have this problem, because there's people saying that they have F350s that they didn't have to do anything to, that are lifted like 10 inches. So I guess I could look into that too, getting one from a junkyard or something, scrap one. But I think I'm gonna go with clocking. give that a try because it's pretty cheap, and most people said you could actually run the stock drive shaft, like I don't even have to extend it, which would be nice and save me some money too. So I don't know, just $100 sounds a lot nicer than $1,500. And even if I end up wanting to get a high angle one eventually, I could run this for now, and then when I get extra money, I could buy a high angle one if I wanted to too, because obviously that's probably the best option. But yeah, Murray's waiting for me, and I just wasted 3 minutes here, so I am gonna go meet up with her, and then I'll probably tell you guys about the bad news once I get back. I just want to show you guys how awesome a typical Minnesota road is. That white, all that white in front of me, that's the road. Tar road, not dirt road, it's tar road. And that's probably what it's gonna be like all the way to town. And that's just typical. And that's only a couple, we only had like 2 or 3 inches of snow last night, which I guess they closed schools for down in Texas, but here it's just another regular day. We've gotten like a foot of snow before and school hasn't been canceled, so it's just a different world up here than it is down south for sure. But just rocking the 2-wheel drive right now. These tires, since they're brand new, like normally wide, big, like especially like mud terrain tires, don't do very good on snowy and icy roads, but since these tires are still practically brand new, they're still pretty sticky. They stick to the road pretty good actually. And once they wear down, I'm sure they'll be pretty crap, but they're actually pretty decent right now at the moment. And also, oh yeah, these trail grapplers are a little bit better than probably like mud grapplers or like bog or something like that. The tread's a little bit smaller on them, so it makes it a little bit better in the roads. And then obviously once I get my front drive shaft, it'll be real nice. But yeah, just thought I'd show you guys a typical Minnesota road.
Hired to take over. ABC News, Minneapolis.
The fan was hired to perform the national.
What's up, guys? So I'm back in town. I'm actually grabbing some groceries right now for the fam, but I'm back in town. We went on to some of Murray's families and chilled out and had some food and stuff there. But I'm gonna run in and actually grab some groceries. Gotta do a couple errands for the family here, and then I'll tell you guys the bad news. All right, got my groceries. My mic's on. All right, I got my groceries. So I guess I'll tell you guys what the bad news was. So 3 weeks ago, I was at the gas station. And I came out, started my truck, you know, I was just getting ready to pull out, and this deputy sheriff pulled in and pulled up right behind my truck, got out, walked up to me, and was like, "When are you gonna fix your tires?" I'm like, "What do you mean?" And he's like, "They stuck out way too far," and he's going on about that. So I asked him like, "Oh, well, can I get flares to fix it, you know, to make him happy or whatever?" And he's like, yeah, you can get flares and fix that and all this stuff. And he was all right. He's like, "Well, I'll just give you a verbal warning today, and you know, just try to get that fixed." And he was pretty chill about it, you know. It was good. And then now yesterday, me and Murray were going to the hockey game, and I got pulled over by a state trooper, like right on the main drag of town, right in the middle of town. Got pulled over by a state trooper, and he told me that my tires stick out too far, and he was gonna measure my bumper, and he went measure my bumper, and obviously my bumper height was too high. And you know, I try to be like, I'm like really polite, like I call him like sir, yes sir, no sir, like I'm really polite and respectful with the police. You know, you don't want to be a dick to them, otherwise they'll really give you a ticket and really give you a hard time. But yeah, he ended up writing me a written warning for, I'm trying to get this open, sorry. Ended up giving me a written warning for the lift and a written warning for the tires and wheels. And like I said, I was trying to be honest with the guy, so he asked me if I've been stopped for it before. And I could have just said no. You know, I could have been like, no, I've never had anyone talk to me, but I told him like, yeah, a week ago I had a police officer talk to me about my wheels and tires sticking out too far, but you know, I haven't been able to fix it yet because it's only been a week. Even if I ordered fender flares that day, they still wouldn't have gotten here. And he got really mad at me. He's like, well, why are you still driving it? And I just told him it's my only vehicle because the Jeep is out of commission right now. The power steering went out on that, so this is my only vehicle I have to drive, and I have to drive to school, and I've been working before and after school, so I have to drive this to work in the morning and back to school and then back to work and then back home. And he got really mad at me, and I'm just like, well, it's my only vehicle to drive. He's like, well, that's not my problem, is it? And he got really pissed at me about it, which I mean, it's not, and I'm breaking the law, so it's understandable. But you know, kind of got punished for telling him the truth, but oh well. But yeah, so he got mad at me about that, so he gave me a written warning and a written ticket, and not a written ticket, he gave me a written warning for the lift and for the tires sticking out too far, and he told me if he sees me again, he'll give me a ticket, like even if it's today. So I see him again, I'm getting a ticket, and I see him all over town all the time, so I'll probably be getting a lift ticket and tires and wheels ticket for this thing pretty soon here. But yeah, it kind of sucks. Minnesota sucks for truck laws. I mean, obviously it's my fault. I can't really complain too much, but Minnesota just sucks. State troopers especially are really hard on it, or a lot of them are. There's a couple chill ones. Like when I got my accident, I hit the bridge, the cop, there was a state trooper, but it was a different one. He was actually super like my truck, and we just talked about trucks the whole time. He was actually pretty chill, but there's some older guys that don't understand it, don't like it, whatever, which is understandable, but it's just kind of frustrating, because I mean, I've never gotten a speeding ticket, I've never gotten reckless driving or anything like that. Like I drive slow with the truck, you know, I'm respectful, I don't know, it's just kind of sucky. So I guess I can either make drop bumpers, get bigger flares, or I can just pay the tickets. I'm working a lot now, so I mean I can afford the tickets, but if I get too many tickets, I'll probably end up trying to impound my truck. So, but I guess we'll deal with that when that comes. I want to see, okay, my dad does work in Texas and in Colorado, so I want to see, and I think they lease some places out there, so I want to see if I can get Texas plates or Colorado plates on my truck, because I know for sure in Texas they don't really have like hardly any truck laws. Colorado they might, I don't know, I don't think they do in Colorado, but for sure Texas they don't have many laws for lifted trucks. So I want to see if I can get Texas plates on my truck, and that might help a bit. I've heard of some people, like Murray has an uncle that worked up in Alaska, and he had an Alaskan plates, and when he came down here he got pulled over for his truck being too tall because he had a big lifted truck, and they were going to give him a ticket, and they saw his Alaskan plates, like, oh, never mind, sorry man, and just let him go. So I want to look into getting Texas plates, and I mean it might, I don't know, it might not help, but it might be something, it might help me a little bit. So yeah, it just kind of, I don't know, just kind of sucks that I'm getting targeted now in the last couple of weeks when I've been driving this since September, and just now all of a sudden in the last 2 weeks is when I've gotten in trouble with cops for it. Just kind of, I don't know, it's just kind of weird, I guess. I never got talked to about it before, and just now in the last 2 weeks. But at least I haven't gotten any tickets yet for it, which is nice, really nice. But yeah, I guess that's all I really want to talk to you guys about today. I just wanted to tell you I'm getting my front drive shaft figured out. I'm gonna order a clocking ring here after my next paycheck. So next week I'll be ordering clocking ring for the truck, and hopefully we can get my front drive shaft figured out here pretty quick. And then yeah, and I'm just gonna have to see if I keep, see how much more, if I keep getting pulled over a bunch, might have to do something with drop bumpers or bigger flares or something like that to stop from getting pulled over so much, maybe, or see if I can look into getting Texas plates or whatever. But yeah, it's just been a week, and I wanted to get a video out for you guys. It's been cold and horrible out right now. I'm still on the front drive shaft, and it's been kind of too cold to mess with and start and get that red diesel in the garage. So I don't know, I don't have too much to make a video on right now, so I figured I would just tell you guys what's going on. Yeah, so this has been Colin here with Up North Outdoors. I hope you guys enjoyed this little just talking video, I guess. But yeah, if you guys have any recommendations, if any of you guys have clocked your transfer cases, let me know in the comments below. Maybe kind of tell me how to do it, because I've never done it or even really know how to do it. I know it clocks your transfer case, but I don't really know anything more besides that. So maybe if any of you guys have done that, or know people have done that, comment below. And if you have any ideas of what I can do to kind of stop getting pulled over, I guess, let me know. If you think, if getting different plates, if you think that'll help, let me know. If you don't think it'll, or if you think I should bother even trying, then let me know. Just, yeah, kind of depends on the town too, because there's some towns I know in Minnesota where people have like trucks bigger than mine, huge trucks, and they don't get bothered at all. And some places they get trouble all the time. So it's just kind of, I guess it's just really up to the cop, I guess. Really is, but they really don't like the tires sticking out. That's the biggest part. They don't like the they really don't like the lift, but the tires sticking out is the biggest part. So, which with my flares, they only stick out a couple inches. It's not bad. It's not ridiculous, but yeah. So if you haven't already, like and subscribe. Check out my other videos and follow me on Instagram. Link below. And if you're interested in buying a shirt, I have other videos on it. Shoot me an email. Email will be below as well. So yeah, see you guys in the next one.